Hello, hello. Good evening, folks. We are live. We're live, right? Oh, I didn't realize I had the game audio on, but that's okay. There's just some sound effects. Hello, Nick Gamer. Hello, Mr. M. Tonight's the night. I sure hope so. Hey, Kurumi, Moose Green. And hello, Sklets. Hope you're doing this. Sklets, I said, not squats. Sklets. Okay. Sorry, Sklets. It thinks your name is Squats. I'm just gonna call you Squats from now on. I think that's kind of cute. You don't mind, right? Not at all. Not at all. All right. Should let me post about this. Hold on a second here. Hold on 1 second here. I will get the word out for whatever that's worth. But yes, I certainly hope that tonight will be the night. I certainly do. Right. Oh. Yeah, Cora is gracing us with her presence. Are you going to hang out, or are you going to go away?
No, I'm afraid I can't get up very early.
Good night.
Good night. Love you.
You too. Thank you. She's abandoning us in our time of need. Alrighty. I have posted about it on the only social media network that matters, which is Blue Sky. Alright. How are you all doing tonight? Let me pull this over here. Took notes from Mazin's TMNT2 stream the other night. Hopefully that'll take some... Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I looked at his stream as well. He had an interesting strategy. It doesn't seem to be consistent with Krang, and I did look up some strats for Shredder, including some speedrunners, to see how they do it. You're still alive. I'm live, and you're alive. Hello, Dyer. Welcome. There's something I wanted to share with you, Dyer. Was it something I posted on social media? I think it was. I'm trying to remember what it was. There's something I thought you'd be interested in, and I can't remember what it was. But then I figured you'd probably see it at some point. So, if I remember it, I will pass it on. Must have been something about a game. I don't know. It wasn't Splatterhouse related. I'm scrolling back through my timeline to see if I can figure it out, but I post too much, so... Yeah. Well, if I remember, I will let you know. I will let you know. When you're getting on Blue Sky, Mr. Matthews? I keep wanting to reshare your streams on social, but you're never there, so then I have to make like a new post for it. Yeah, I usually don't look at it when I'm working on figuring out how to beat a game on my own, but you know, at this instance, I think I just want to finish this game. Mr. Matthews has a great video up about the definitive top 50 Game Boy games, and it's not his list of Game Boy games, his favorite Game Boy games, which is quite evident as you're watching it. I've only made it a little bit past the halfway mark on the video, but I'm enjoying it quite a bit. But he used science to figure this out, and he goes into great detail about how he calculated like the point values and everything. It's very thoughtful and thorough and interesting. So feel free to link to that, Mr. Matthews, if you like. It's really worth a watch. And also, you were wearing a fantastic shirt in that video. The Phoenix Wright shirt is great. But yeah, all right. I'm gonna get started. We'll see how we go. Hopefully things will be good. Cut social media out of your life almost completely, other than YouTube and IG. Gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. I should do the same. But yeah, it is really a great video and well edited, as usual. That clip from They Live was fantastic. Was brilliant. All right, we're gonna do this tonight. All right, right. This is it. There's no other option but success. I'm like, should I switch to Leo or somebody else? I'm just gonna stick with Donnie. He's been my turtle this whole time. A real sticking point for me is being able to consistently do the special attack. They are actually, no spoilers, Dire, but they are represented for sure. Like the speedrunners have a really gutsy attack for Krang, but like they're not interested in preserving their lives, so they just do like a full assault on Krang and just stand in one spot, and he keeps kicking them and zapping them and whatever, but they just keep wheeling at him with the special attack, and eventually they wear him down probably more quickly than you do when you're bouncing around the screen trying to avoid getting hit. But I may not do that because I really do want to get to Shredder with multiple lives in case I completely flub the strategy I'm going to attempt tonight. So we'll see how it goes. I hope everyone's having a good week. My audio is good, right? Everybody can hear everything is good? Okay. Yeah, and there's some games on that list that I need to spend some time with myself. I still have yet to beat a Gradius game, and the NES game is very tricky and life force. I can't beat it without the 30 lives code so far. So I may attempt like a Game Boy Gradius to kind of ease myself into it, because it looks pretty good. I started playing this shoot 'em up on the Game Boy the other day called Project S11. I think Mod Retro recently re-released it, but I'm not giving them my money. But I'm running it on just my little emulation handhelds that I've been playing with lately, and it's quite manageable, at least in the early stages. It's really kind of impressive for the Game Boy Color. And I also really appreciate, Mr. Matthews, that you distinguish the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color as separate platforms, because they are, of course. Do you have? I know you have pretty much a complete run of the North American Game Boy games. How's your Game Boy Color collection? Do you have like a good chunk of those too? Do you not bother? Do you not care? I do kind of low-key collect Game Boy games, not with the intent of collecting a lot of them, especially as they've kind of gotten expensive, and I have a real hard time paying a lot of money for something so small, like seemingly so small. But I mostly am interested in Game Boy Color because they're most similar to 8-bit NES. And Game Boy Advance, while they have some great games, and I have a small collection of those too, and I play them, is much more SNES-like, which has held less allure for me. Anyway, everybody has their consoles, right? Sounds good. Thank you, Dyer. The GB Gradius games are much friendlier than the console games. Yeah, that's what I gathered from your video. No, jerk. Alright. Want to own some Game Boy games, but I never owned a Game Boy. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Nope. Come on. Why? Alright, if I lose a life here, I should probably just restart, right? Seriously? I'm restarting. They're not wasting a life on Bebop. Or Rocksteady, rather. Jack, hello. You had a Super Game Boy. Okay, yeah. Just yelling at Senez at Gradius 3 earlier. Yeah, we're not wasting a life on Rocksteady. No, thank you. I'm not sure what happened there, but sometimes I just don't get in the right zone, or it's RNG. I don't know. I'm impressed with speedrunners who can be so consistent with their playthroughs. Wish I could do that, but I also don't really want to spend the amount of time speedrunning. It's interesting that this first stage, even though it's not overly difficult, doesn't have any pizza really to kind of ease you into the game. There's a hack of Gradius 3 that actually speeds it up, or counters the slowdown anyway, which is supposedly quite good. But I feel like in a game like that, the slowdown's actually working in your favor, right? So how's everyone's week been going? Mine has been pretty okay. Mostly laid back. I was at my son's school had a field trip to a baseball game today, so I was out there. I'm very tired from that. I was chaperoning at his request, which was nice. So I'd rather expected that he would not want me to hang about with him and his friends, but he doesn't seem too embarrassed about me yet. So work's been okay, and I have been going over my revision notes for my book, which I need to step up progress on. And it all seems manageable, but it always also seems like a lot to accomplish. You know. Why am I doing this? No. Play the first level of the arcade version on that PS2 compilation. Okay. Oh, the Gradius 3. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, the Super NES one apparently is very slow. Don't know if you finished the first level though. I was curious about Mr. Matthews, how you recorded video for your top 50, because some of them were colorized and some of them were not. I assumed some of them you had already recorded in past playthroughs of, so you're probably just using whatever you had handy. But then I was curious, and we should just have a conversation at some point. I was just curious about what your preference is in terms of like colorization of Game Boy games. Like, do you use the palettes or Game Boy Color palettes when you play them, or I tend to prefer just like monochrome on Game Boy games, like legit Game Boy games. Like I'd rather just play them kind of closer to how they look on a DMG, you know. Sometimes I like a palette. I've been enjoying the Game Boy Light palette on emulators. And I also like the Game Boy Pocket palette, which is slightly green, but not like spinach green, like super intensely Game Boy palette. Oops, too high. Okay. Usually I have this guy just fine, but today I struggle today. Don't know why. Almost got him. This is just telling me this is going to be a tough little run today. Nope. All right. Hey Jim, how are you? I cycle through the color filters on the Pocket while recording footage. I prefer monochrome. I've been thinking lately that some color variety is easier to watch on YouTube video. I played through Kirby's Dreamland 2 recently, and I found that the dark blue palette looked kind of nice. Like the background was still kind of grayish blue, but Kirby was pinkish, and a lot of the enemies, so that helped them stand out a little bit. And so I'm starting to shift a little bit on some games, at least. I think I would probably start messing around with different palettes on different games to see what I like best for that particular game. Hey, Captain Algebra, how are you? So we had a false start on the game. I played through to Rocksteady and died, so I decided I would just restart because I don't want to lose a life there. And we did a little bit better this time around, so here we go. We're just going to stay with it now. I'm hoping we'll nail this tonight. It's good to see all of you. It's nice that you continue to tune in for my feeble attempts at beating this game. Might have to play that Game Boy Turtles 3 on the Game Boy soon. Watching Omega Ace play through the Game Boy games, which I've beaten both of the first two games on the Cowabunga collection. Usually use, hold on a second here. Yeah, that's true too. Last day of school tomorrow. Wow, that's super early. I'm doing okay. School's not out until the end of June for us. Use the Game Boy Pocket filter on the Analog Pocket. Change it up to green monochrome. Yeah, I like the Game Boy Pocket filter on the Analog Pocket and also the Game Boy Light palette. Hey GW, how are you? Thank you. And Mazin's here. How did your stream go? You were playing Tronbon, right? Thank you for the raid, I guess. Radical Rescue has a brutal boss rush towards the end. All right, I just lost interest in that. Thank you. Yeah, we have a lot going on as well for the end of the school year. Captain Algebra. There's just a lot happening. But yeah, end of June is it's New York, and it's always been that way. Like when I was a kid, my birthday is June 20. When I was a kid, I was taking exams a lot of the time. We had to take. They have like state regents exams or finals. I would have. So I was often in the classroom on like a hot day with no air conditioning on my birthday taking a test. So it's pretty. You're right. It is pretty wild. And we start pretty late though. Like basically like Labor Day. But then there's, less summer camp to have to sort. been thinking lately that it's you know, you would theoretically you would want to play like the definitive version of a game, right? Like if a game came out later in another region and they fixed things in it, like bugs and such, that later release of the game should be the definitive version, right? So the Famicom release, and I think the European release of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 is, hold on, I'm going to focus on this. Has you know, bug fixes in it. They fix palettes and stuff. And, alright, I gotta focus on this guy, because he always messes me up. Nope, come on, man. Ugh, gross. Nope, nope, come on. Super do not want to lose a life to this guy here. Oh, boy. Stay right there. Don't move. Nope. Stop punching me. Nope. Dang it. Ah, alright, well. Oh boy. Nope. Oh, really? I'm tempted to just start again. Ugh, gross. Mazin's gonna cry tonight. Just lost a life for no reason there. Oh my god, that was terrible. I don't know how come it's so inconsistent. Alright, I'm just gonna keep going, because I may just do a second run if I can't make it. I don't want to repeat the same 2 levels over and over again. I cannot believe. Hey, Ace. I don't know why. Sometimes I get by him without taking so much damage, but that was bad. That was bad. Super bad. I could farm lives. I can farm lives at, you know, a later stage, I guess. I'm just not consistent enough with the special attack to be able to use it all the time. So anyway, I was saying, like, the Famicom version has some changes to it, you know? But I think a lot of folks get stuck on saying, okay, well, I have to defeat the game that was released in my region, right? This is the definitive one, because this is the one that I played as a kid. This is the one that came out of North America, so you have to play this one, even if, like, the Japanese version would be easier. And not you wouldn't necessarily play it because it's easier, but again, they fix things, like they change things. If you look at the cutting room floor, there's like all sorts of little palette things that they fixed and little like pixel mistakes that they corrected, and they changed the way that the jumping works. But is it then like effectively a different game? I know they changed Battletoads a lot, you know, for the Famicom release. Oh yeah, there's like little differences. Of course, they also don't have like the Pizza Hut stuff. Whoops. Yeah. Anyway, this isn't a good run so far. But I mean, theoretically, as long as I can get up to the end of the game with like some continues, I've got a shot. Right? I could also get some lives. I need to. But I mean, what do you guys think? Would you rather play like the last version of a game that was released, where they theoretically like fixed a bunch of stuff, or just the one that came out in your region? I've considered playing the Japanese version just to see if it's really any different. Okay, see you, GW. Hey, Goblin, how are you? I'm coming up on a new life anyway here. Could also farm Mausers here, I guess, to get a new extra lives if you wanted to. Some people consider farming for lives cheating. It's also just boring. Like I don't want to just stay in one level and kill 200 enemies to get a new life. Funny if you could do like a turtle, kick a turtle shell trick like in Super Mario Bros. 3, but as yourself because you are a turtle. I always play our version of the game, but I liked it enough I'd want to play all the versions. Yes, like I played Jackal and I beat the North American Jackal, and then I played the Famicom version, which was actually quite different. I like to play what came out in my region first so I can see the progression of changes. I do the same with remasters and remakes. So I always play the original first. Yeah. Hey, Late Gaming. People consider everything cheating. That's true. Not cheating is cheating. Like when Comic Man jokes and says like reading the manual is cheating. Hey, True Acolyte, how are you? Mexicool, hello. Thank you guys for coming over. I'll try not to disappoint tonight. I'm already disappointed. Oh, jeez. I'm already disappointed in myself because I've done very poorly in the opening stages here. But, you know. Ugh, it hit me? That hit me. Okay, fine. Ugh. The important thing is to stay up on top so that I don't get bulldozed. By that thing. Or snowplowed, I guess? It sounds kind of dirty. But it's not dirty because it's my stream. It's not someone else's stream. Maz was talking about like comments I was making in his stream. It's like okay, hold on a second here. Come here. You stay over. No. Get over here. Oh, come on now. I can be as foul-mouthed and naughty in other people's streams as is warranted, but my streams are clean. That's why I hope we get to hang out in real life sometime, so we can all see the real us. This is me, just a different facet of me. Alrighty. But you can believe me, if I were not streaming this and, oh, see, that's no good. And I was playing this on my own, I would absolutely be cursing. I would be cursing this game. I'm doing very poorly in here as well. Which is too bad, because I don't think there's much in the way of pizza in here. Don't recall. Being naughty in your stream is cheating, Mazin. Mazin Power talking about cheating can lead to cheating. Taking your shirt off is cheating. It's true. It is unlocking a higher level of gaming. It's true. Am I right that you're streaming Mina the Hollower, Ace, or are you going to play the Bond movie? You're playing the Bond movie, right? The Bond game, rather. Oops, shoot. Ooh, I got out of the way of that thing. That's right. That's what you were playing. But for some reason, I thought you were doing Mina the Hollower as well. Or maybe you are. I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting that game. I don't know if I'll stream it or when I will play it necessarily. I do need to crack down on my book revision soon, so I may not, now that I'm thinking about it, I may not do my Sunday streams for a while until I finish these revisions, but we'll see. It's going to be a busy month. See, this isn't really warranted. There's no reason for them to be attacking me like this. There's too many of these. This is how I'm supposed to trap them. Not the swatting technique. Played Nightfire recently. Hey, Oak City, how are you? That last-minute snowplow jump was cheating. I'm almost certain of it. Yes. So I was supposed to start Mina this Friday, but I couldn't finish Kirby Superstar, so we'll be resuming that. Bond and Mina will be next week. Okay, so you're doing... that's why you were doing some shorter games, because you're going to do 2 long-form games on your channel. Okay. Gotcha. You could just play the same game over and over again, like some people do. I'm supposed to spend every week finishing a game, not... Alright, here we go. Not spending 4 weeks playing the same game. Oh, crap. Did I just swat that thing out of the way? Oh, man. Just lost a life for no reason again. Doing very poorly tonight. Ugh. Bad. You have no memory of this guy from the cartoon? You'd think they would have turned him into a toy or something at some point, right? Had to play Back from the Sewers 3 times. Was it 3 times? That game, I had a hard time in those aliens the first time I played it, like that one that jumps out of the sewer. Took me a while to figure out how to get past that guy. I mean, the unlimited continues are really nice. I think when I played it though, I wasn't streaming it, right? And I just did a save state with it's unlimited continues. So I just saved my progress and kept going at it. Just like leaving your console on forever. Although I guess you wouldn't leave your Game Boy on for a long time, probably. But the unlimited continues, I think, usually justify any sort of save states if I need to. Hey, Showed, by the way. Monday, following Monday, and then Tuesday. Wow, okay, I missed a bunch of streams then. Anyway, I've got Mina the Hollower coming. Just a digital, I think. That Bond game looks interesting. I might have to pick that up at some point. Such a backlog of stuff. Right, I'm doing really poorly tonight, though. I'm just gonna keep going though. There's not really any way for me to get. Like, it would be really fabulous to get up to the end of the game with like multiple lives, but I might just do another run after this. Although I'm very tired, I can probably stream a little longer if I need to. Omega will stream all June with 00 June. Going 1-to-1 and 1000-to-1. What? Will Mina have a physical? I think it's supposed to. The new WoW apparently. What are you guys talking about? Sorry, I missed a bunch of chat. Numbers? Like what, channel numbers? Teaching my 5-year-old granddaughter about great games. Awesome. Splatterhouse? Oh, probably, I'm gonna guess, well, it's 5-year-old. Oopa? Maybe? Oh, I got a lot of subs coming in. Awesome. Was there any video in particular that triggered all that? Yeah, my daughter likes watching us play video games, but she watched you play Splatterhouse 3. Amazing. She's not too keen on playing yet. She's watched me play a lot of Murasame Castle, which I'm close to the end of finishing. Close to the end of the game, rather close to finishing. Which you can save your progress on that on the Switch Online. Hey, Cap, did you see that there's a Donkey Kong 64 is coming out on the Switch Online? I know that doesn't matter really because you have, you know, the console to play it, but more people will get to play it at least. What are you doing? Come up here. Why are you not up here? Usually you come over here. Alright, fine. Stay right there. Nope. I'm doing really poorly with the special attacks tonight. Taught her how to play Streets of Rage 2. Wow. That's amazing. I have to finish the first Streets of Rage at some point. 17-year-old niece prefers to watch me rage at games over playing them herself. Yeah, my wife doesn't play a lot of retro games, but she likes watching them usually. We did play some of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 recently, co-op. Talk about what you love, believe in yourself, be excited to be doing it. Yes, it is good. Good advice. These guys are so deadly that Shredder should just make more of the spear guys. Why does he waste his time with any of the other foot soldiers? Just make the ones that are hard to kill. These guys, the ones with the machine guns. Is it just a matter of resources? Like they don't have unlimited spears? Oh, this thing never hits me. How should I play Crystal's ponytail? Pretty active gamer. My son, I kept trying to get my son to play games. It took him a while before they really clicked with him. But when they did, then he obviously has gotten very into them. What? We just watched Star Wars for the first time. Well, my umpteenth time. I have no idea how many times I've seen Star Wars. But he's only seen it once when he was like very small, and he doesn't remember much of it at all. He only remembered like C-3PO and R2 walking through the desert, and maybe a few other like moments in the game, in the movie. Do I have a strat for Krang? Nothing too different from what I did last week, except there is a way to just kind of, if you have a lot of lives, you can just kind of pin him down and just kind of go blow for blow. but I don't think I should do that because I've been playing very poorly tonight. So I'll probably just try to get past him. One game she's not allowed to play, Minecraft. Minecraft is great, though. I'll see you, True Acolyte. Congrats. He has not seen Raiders of the Lost Ark yet. Oh, that's a good idea. We should watch that. There's still some games, some movies that he has yet to see, the classics. Like he has yet to see Goonies. He really liked Groundhog Day, though. Ghostbusters, I think he's seen. Maybe not. I think he saw. There was another one that I think he saw when he was like really young and didn't really follow. So I may try that one again. Back to the Future, he saw and he liked that, but he hasn't seen the second one yet. Should skip to New Hope and go straight to Wrath of Khan. Yeah, good idea. He says he's interested in watching Star Trek at some point. I'm not sure what the best Star Trek would be to show him. So these guys are the ones that you can theoretically farm for lives if you wanted to hang out here for a while. Of course, they could also just kill me. I think we're just going to move on. Introduce him to Indy. Yes. It's Charlie X. Sklets. Yikes. I don't know about that. Star Trek, the original Star Trek, I don't know if that's the right thing to show him first, because it was a hard sell for me as a kid. I would pretty much, my mom used to watch Star Trek, and I would kind of like run away from it because it looked really like, even as a kid, it was like, this looks really cheap and just like not very interesting. And I just avoided Star Trek for the longest time. And occasionally I would see commercials for Star Trek The Next Generation episodes that looked interesting. And even though I wasn't as interested in the old Trek, I didn't know much about it, the Scotty one, Relics, looked really interesting. So even then I was just kind of like, oh, this kind of seems intriguing. But it wasn't until I recorded Star Trek 6 for a teacher at school, like it was on HBO, and he was a big Trekkie, and he wanted a copy of Star Trek 6. So I recorded it for him, and I watched it. And Star Trek 6 is what got me into Star Trek. It hooked me, pretty much. And it was around the same time that Deep Space Nine was debuting. So there was a marathon of the original series on Channel 11. And I watched a lot of the old episodes, and then I started watching Star Trek The Next Generation, and then we tracked down copies of the episodes. My friends and I tracked down copies of the shows on tape. And pretty much that was it for me. Lifelong Trekkie. Nope. Leave me alone. What? I thought you were dead. So maybe I should start him on Star Trek 6. Whoops. Enjoy the original. Yeah, TNG maybe, but even early TNG is pretty slow. You know. I think I should start him on like Galaxy Quest maybe. Doctor Who. He's seen a little bit of Doctor Who. Yeah, the movie was dark and scary, that's true. Whoa, really? YouTube physicist. I'm very intrigued by that. Oh, I loved Quantum Leap as a kid once I got into that. Is she British? That's interesting. Yeah, I'd love to see how you could watch Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, and think that it was like not a good movie and not good Star Trek. It's possible, if you haven't seen it with the context of the original episode, that maybe it doesn't quite stand up on its own. I don't know. Also, I didn't say hi, Al. Hello. Favorite YouTube physicist, huh? I wonder who that is. I don't know if I follow any YouTube physicists. Could just be a clickbait thing, you know, post a hot take, hoping that people will share and be like, look at how wrong this person is. Which would also be disappointing if they're just like posting videos for reaction. But that is, I guess, most of YouTube, right? She didn't praise Star Trek Into Darkness. That movie does not stand on its own outside of Wrath of Khan. Every emotional beat in that film is stolen from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. And I'm really, really disappointed that they even went that way after lying about it and thinking like, oh, we'll just keep it a secret, Yeah, they could have done so many different things that would have worked better. And I think that shoehorning in like Wrath of Khan was lazy, and obviously they did a poor job of it. And I think, you know, I'm not sure if they did this in the comics or not. They might have done this in the comics. But my thought was they should have done the Cage. They should have done a version of the Cage with Kirk instead of Pike. Because the timeline would have matched up, and it would have been interesting to see how he handled the Telosians versus Pike. They should have stuck with the premise. Strange New Worlds is actually doing a really good job of doing that. Like, they did an episode that was basically Balance of Terror with Pike, which was really well done. It was like time travel shenanigans or whatever, alternate reality stuff. Very good, very well done. They've done some interesting stuff with time travel on Strange New Worlds. Love to give Star Trek another chance. Oh my goodness, Ace. Oh my goodness. 2 and 6 are favorite Trek movies. They are mine as well. I like Star Trek 4 too. Star Trek 5 actually has grown on me, and Star Trek 3 has its moments. I think in general I like most of the movies pretty well. I don't really like Insurrection very much, and Nemesis is kind of rough, but it even does something. Nemesis also kind of steals from Wrath of Khan. The mystery box, yeah. Alright, that went well. I didn't get a single one of them with this. Okay. Fine. Three-ish hour review of Star Trek Picard. Huh. Interesting. Star Trek series is a good place to start. Probably it's TNG, but early TNG is so rough. That's the problem. That is the problem. It might be certain episodes of the original series. I probably would go with certain episodes of the original series. So my friend Tori and I did a Star Trek rewatch a while back, and we still have our reviews up on a website called theviewscreen.com. So if you want to watch the very best episodes of Star Trek, watch all the ones that we rated a Warp 6, and those are going to stand the test of time pretty much. Like, it's just good science fiction, right? Not even necessarily just good Star Trek. And we started a TNG rewatch, but then life kind of interfered, and we haven't gotten back to it, and we keep talking about completing the show, and I'm not sure if we will or not, but I'd like to get back to it at some point. So maybe certain episodes is the way to go, not try to watch everything. TNG, even the pilot's kind of rough. Like, TNG doesn't really come into its own, honestly, until like season 3 for the most part. There's some good episodes leading up to that, of course, but it's a little rough. Strange New Worlds is actually really pretty good. And it rehashes or revisits a lot of stuff from the original series. So if you want to watch like a modern Star Trek that feels like Star Trek, to see if it'll get you into it, I think Strange New Worlds is maybe the way to go. Heard good things about Prodigy. I've watched some of Prodigy, and it hasn't completely kept my interest. I need to go back to it at some point. Lower Decks, the problem with Lower Decks is it works best if you actually know Star Trek, right? It's basically Futurama, but it's all Star Trek jokes. There's also some young YouTube shorts on Star Trek, like very, very, very young, like preschooler Star Trek videos that I haven't seen yet, which actually I should introduce to my daughter at some point. TNG gets really good if, yes, third season, 3rd through 6 are probably the peak Star Trek The Next Generation. Nope, don't watch those ones, Dyer. Would you feel lost if you started with season 3? You probably could. The thing is, the original series is very episodic. I mean, all the Star Treks up until Deep Space Nine are very episodic. So you probably can drop in pretty early on. There's not a lot of continuity. There is some, there are some things that they return to, but it's really, things tend to reset at the end of every episode. So you would just need to take a certain number of episodes to acquaint yourselves with the characters and the premise, but there's not going to be a lot of continuity. So you probably could just start with season 3, really. Or again, actually, we did review through the early episodes of TNG, so like the first 2 seasons, I think, maybe the beginning of the third season. So you could look at those as well, and again, watch the Warp 6 ones on theviewscreen.com. Yeah, we need to get back to doing those at some point. Lose any lives to this guy here. These enemies are all sponges. I'm actually behind on Strange New Worlds. Those reviews are not on my channel. They're written reviews. It's called theviewscreen.com, Ace. Start with the Data episode. If you want to hate Star Trek, right? Babylon 5. So, yeah, Babylon 5 is one of those shows where the first season, again, is pretty rough, but it's actually pretty foundational to what follows. And you do kind of need to watch season 1 and possibly like the movies as well. Yeah. The Data episodes are really good, yes, for sure. Yeah, that's true. Q-Who. So again, I would just look at my list. It's, what is it? The viewscreen.com. This level. Okay. We reviewed the movies in there too. We reviewed some episodes of Deep Space Nine. messed that up. Wow, I messed this up a lot. Wow, I really messed this up. Okay. I had this down so well last time. I'm just trying to get out of their way. Woof. Oh, that's what I was doing wrong. Is that what I was doing? I think I just wasn't doing the special attack there. Cool. Yeah, we had an interesting format for the first series, the original Star Trek. I had seen the original episodes a lot as a kid, and Tori had not seen many of them, so we sort of had a little bit of a different take on some of the episodes. From the perspective of somebody who kind of knows the franchise and like where things are leading to, and then somebody who just didn't have that context yet. And then we also tended to put the episodes into sort of the perspective of the time that they were released in, because they were often like a social commentary. So it wasn't quite like a newbie, that seems to be also a pretty popular like podcast format these days. So maybe we're a little bit ahead of the game, really, but it wasn't a podcast, though. Maybe we should have done a podcast. We also did, and this was a lot of work, but it's one thing that I'm pretty proud of. Do you guys know riff tracks? Like, it's basically like Mystery Science Theater 3000, but you get the tracks separately, and you can set it to like a commercial movie that they wouldn't have had the rights to run the footage of. So we did a riff tracks version of Spock's Brain, one of the most infamously bad episodes of the original series, and we called them laugh treks. And it was a whole process of watching that. We watched that episode many times, over and over again. We just kept making jokes and writing down the jokes, and then we recorded the commentary, and then I had to sync the commentary to the episode. Very tedious, very difficult, but I think worth it in the end. But we only did one because, how many times can we... It was just very time intensive. It took a lot of time to make it. Brain, what is Brain? Yeah. Only episode that caught my attention so far is The Inner Light. It was okay. They did for, like, when TNG was ending, they did, like, a marathon of, like, the episodes that people had voted, like, their favorites. And a lot of my favorite ones were in there, of course. Yesterday's Enterprise is, like, one of my favorite episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation. And The Inner Light was in there, too, of course. That one probably could watch, without too much knowledge of the series. I think it's more meaningful if you know the characters. No. Okay, took a lot of damage there. That's not good. Is there another thing here? Oh, these guys. I'm on the wrong side of these guys. Ugh, gross. Tapestry, yeah. That's a good one. mess that up again. Phew, and a life. Okay, great. And game giveth and it taketh away. There's a pizza at the end stage here. Anyway, Star Trek, yep. So I'm behind on Strange New Worlds, behind on Discovery, and I'm behind on lower decks. Behind on everything. And Prodigy. Just haven't had a lot of time to watch TV. If anybody happens to be in Brooklyn, by the way, or near Brooklyn, I'm going to be at Kaiju Brooklyn on Saturday. A weekend festival about kaiju media. And I'll be there with Choose Your Own Adventure. We've got a panel at 3 o'clock on Saturday talking about our books. And we'll be signing, of course. And apparently they're going to have an interactive story walk based on Kaiju Gaga, which is pretty neat. Like, theoretically, I think people can go through and like meet the security guard. I'm gonna go grab that pizza while I can. Oh my god! No! Oh no, oh, come on! The pizza was right there! Dang it! I couldn't get over to it. Wow, I just totally botched that one. That's alright. We'll continue in the last stage and life will be okay. That was awful. Welcome back, GW. That was awful. I just couldn't get to the pizza. I guess I should have lured him back down or something. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, thanks. That wasn't a GG. Hey, but we're at the Technodrome, so we'll see how we do. I'm gonna have some water. Pause. Pizza time. No, sir. I've been having a really bad bad run, Sanctum. Thank you for your interest. I've just gotten out to the Technodrome, so I have not beaten this game yet. But I've lost, like, we're still on my first continue. I mean, I don't know what they call it. It's still 1cc, but not for long. Final episode, Kino's Journey 2003. I've never seen Kino's Journey. That's interesting. But I guess it would have to be the opposite. If it's reminiscent of that, then Kino's Journey would be referencing The Inner Light, right? I did see the writer of The Inner Light at a convention once. He was selling like the script. He had a story, I think that was like a sequel to it or something. To the Chihuahua Drome. Not the Chihuahua drone. So I have to figure out what I'm going to stream on my birthday this year, since June is incoming. My birthday falls on a Saturday. Oh, for crying out loud. Saturday this time. So figure out what I should stream. Not sure if I'm gonna do anything for my birthday. June birthdays unite. When is your birthday, Sanctum? FFX and Xanarkand again. I don't know what Xanarkand is, but the Inner Light predates those, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, Sklets. A city that died a millennia ago. Kept in a sort of reality by dream magic. Is that a story from... Is that in the game? Huh, interesting. June 10th, okay. Very nice. Yeah, June birthdays are fun. Except my problem was, again, I was saying, like, I was usually in school for June, for my birthday. Taking exams, though. And then, of course, then everyone would be out for the summer, so I couldn't really celebrate it. I never really celebrated it at school. I didn't really do much for birthdays for most of my life, really. Which is maybe why it's not such a big deal for me. Come on, now. Oh, I hate these guys. And then, of course, the next day is Father's Day, so... These guys are just really aggro. June 20. Hey, Aldiner. Both my mom and dad have birthdays in June. Their anniversaries in June. My sister's youngest son's birthday's in June, and there's Father's Day. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. Yeah. That is a lot. I invaded their home. GW. Whose side are you on? Just playing devil's advocate, right? I'm gonna just have to replay the stage anyway. I'm probably gonna die at the very end, right? Although I guess if I could somehow get past Trag, then I can just continue with Krang. But we'll have to see how we do here. Nope. Leave me alone! Imagine the one-foot soldier that gets scolded because he was using the bathroom while this attack happened. That would be funny. Oh, crap. Alright, are we at the elevator? Okay. As long as I don't get bowled over. Gonna go for the pizza right away. Pizza time. I think we're getting out of here with minimal damage. Good. Oh, well, until I said that, I jinxed myself. Good job, me. Good job, me. Okay. Boy. What are you guys playing these days? Great White North is going to stream Fatal Frame tomorrow night, which is cool. Did a nice little unboxing video of some goodies that Omega Ace sent to another country. Probably at great expense. No in shipping. I'm just going to be very cautious with these guys, he says as he gets zapped. Come here. You're bouncing the wrong way, friend. That's better. Okay. Whoa! Jeez, I was expecting these guys. I was about to look at the chat. Oh my god. Yeah, Ace is Omega Mensch, as they say. Maybe nobody says that, except me. Basils are so expensive these days, Omega. Yeah, right? TMNT parody from Tiny Toon Adventures. Oh, Biker Mice from Mars. Yeah, right? Oh, and the tariff cost, yeah. Did you guys see that the Steam Deck is now like $900? I'm glad I got it when I did. I'd still use it a fair amount when I'm playing PC games anyway. Of AI thing, I think, driving up the cost of computer stuff. I was trying to buy a new micro SD card for my son, and like not that long ago, I got two 128 gig micro SD cards for like $24. Now it's like $60 for one of them, and I'm not spending that much for that. Does it fly now? It's just that the components became super expensive. Yeah. No, it wasn't that expensive. I got mine for like $3 something when it came out. I have like the cheapest model, but those are pretty bad. The Rogue Ally the Rogue Ally one, yeah, those look pretty good. I like being in the Steam ecosystem instead of Microsoft's, but you know. Oh, good night, Dyer. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, SD cards are stupid expensive right now. It's really bad. It's really bad. Really bad. Hard drives and RAM. Yeah, it's not good. You need AI to die so that our components won't be so expensive anymore. These guys are not supposed to be this hard. I'm gonna probably have to continue this stage again anyway. But then maybe I'll get another life on the second run, right? Unless I miraculously get through Trag without any difficulty somehow. Alright. So let's wait on Steam Deck. Yeah. Well, the funny thing is we have two, because I got mine and then Cora decided she wanted one too, but she doesn't really use it. So I kind of just put it into storage, like it's like my backup. It's our backup in case something happens to it. And also now it's probably worth lots of money. Doing okay at first here. Oops. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oof. Thought he was going to zap me into the door. Well, now I'm dead. Okay. We're going to continue. Love my Steam Deck. The L button's starting to fail. You can replace that. Everything's pretty replaceable on the Steam Deck. Alright. Try that again. Try not to mess up here. Get an extra life, maybe. Go into the end of the game with a few lives. That would be nice. Face button sticking. What did you GWC? Skynet, yeah. Yeah, you can replace almost anything, I think, in that thing. It's very repairable and DIY user-friendly. Face button stick, though, that's interesting. I haven't had that problem. I haven't heard about anybody else having that problem either. But it's possible. But I have the earliest model, so. Did you play with like peanut butter on your fingers or something? Yeah, he is out there. Offload everything onto an SD card. Oh, what? Oh my god. I didn't know that would respawn. Are you kidding me? Should not be able to swat me out of the air. Oh, come on. What? You think they would also, like, the foot soldiers would start trying to mess you up by, like, swapping costumes? Or like one of them is just puts on the wrong uniform that day, or it's like laundry day or something. Or what if like one of them washes their uniform, like these guys wash their uniform with like a red uniform and they end up like pink? It could happen. I kind of want to write that story, the pink foot soldier. And he would be so like unpredictable because people like the turtles would be like, what does a pink foot soldier do? Maybe he has access to like all the weapons. Foot Soldier Laundry Mix-Up, yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did post about that. What if all countries had ninjas and the Japanese ones were just really bad at it? Half the time I post those things so I don't forget them later on. It was a really insightful thing he had to say. He had a really good idea, too. I have to rewatch the Tuvix episode of Voyager, but he had a really good idea of like how to keep Tuvix and Tuvok. Oh, what was that weird glitch there? And Neelix separate. Because I was telling him about like transporter accidents. Like I wonder if they proposed this in the episode or not. It's been a long time since I saw it. Hey, Megadan. And I was telling him about transport accidents. I was telling him about the one that like created Thomas Riker. How like they were trying to beam Will Riker out of a planet, and then the beam kind of like deflected back down, and so one of them beamed aboard his ship, and that was Will Riker, and then the other one stayed on the planet, and then he eventually became Thomas Riker. I was like, well, what if they engineered another transporter malfunction? So Tuvix was formed from like a transporter malfunction when Neelix and Tuvok were merged into one being, and then they were like, oh, well, we have to put them back together, back the way they were. We have to separate Tuvix out into Tuvok and Neelix, but then we're killing Tuvix. We're killing a life. It was like, well, why don't you like clone Tuvix using a transporter and then like split the other one? But I don't know if they proposed that or not. They can never engineer a transporter malfunction when they want to. Do I collect Star Trek figures? I don't really, not so much. But those Nacelle Company figures are very nice. But I haven't gone down that rabbit hole just yet. I definitely don't need to collect more. I'm going to grab that just in case. I'm just a little bit nervous here. A little bit nervous. How you doing, Megadan? So we've already lost, this is my first continue. Not doing great tonight, actually. Which is too bad. Is it the same Tuvix? Well, I don't know. Good question, right? Should be identical, really. How did that particular transporter malfunction get resolved? What, the Thomas Riker and the Will Riker? They didn't discover it until like many, many years later. So they had two separate sets of memories, right? The Will Riker went on to be the one that we see on the Enterprise, and then the other Riker, he was still in love with Deanna Troi. He still thought of himself as Will Riker, but he ended up staying in Starfleet, and he changed his name to, I think his middle name is William T. Riker. He changed it to his middle name, Thomas. And he was a lieutenant still. He wasn't commander. So he was in Starfleet for a while, and then later on Deep Space Nine, Thomas Riker ended up joining up with Maquis. He's basically a terrorist, So it was kind of an interesting thing to see him come back, because there was an episode where like Will Riker was on Deep Space Nine, and you're like, what's going on here? And then he like pulls off his sideburns. The Tuvix one. Oh, they got rid of Tuvix. They split him into, I think they were like, oh, it's got to be, we have to have loyalty to our friends, like the people that we know. So they killed Tuvix, and they got Neelix and Tuvok back. I mean, Neelix wouldn't have been much of a loss, but I don't know. Probably should have just, but they don't want to lose Tuvok. It's a security officer, right? It's been a long time since I've seen that, and Voyager in general. I have not seen all of Enterprise. I bailed on Enterprise for like most of this show. Hey, Naze Gimon, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Did Thomas Riker go bad? He does eventually. So spoilers. Spoilers. It's pretty interesting though. They do some really, really compelling, weird things on that show. Nope. some normal guys. These guys are sort of pinkish, I guess. It's purple here. I kind of do want to just write that Turtles story, Laundry Day. How do I convince, who is it? Is it IDW that has the Turtles license now, or is it Image Comics? Still need to watch Picard. Picard was uneven. I overall liked the first season pretty well. There's a bit of fan service in it. Season 2 was kind of a miss, and they kind of rehashed a lot of stuff. Like all the best lines and were from other Star Trek stories. And then third season was pure fan fiction, but I loved it. Hey Thumb, Run and Pun, how you doing? By waiting too long, Stark, to see Picard, does that mean that you've been spoiled for it? If so, that's unfortunate. I mean, it's just pure fan fiction. You know? But as I often will say, I don't mind fan fiction. I don't mind fan service. Fan service. As long as I am the fan that is being serviced. Like, you're giving me what I want to see, then I'm all for it. I think that they probably really should just like not keep bringing Data back, but I also understand why they do it. And of all the Star Trek characters to keep coming back, that one is the one that makes the most sense to have kind of continuing on in some form or other. So I can't argue about that one too much. All right. No one knows about Farscape. Oh my gosh. Hey Richard. I haven't finished Farscape, but yeah. Okay. Let me drink some water. All right. Here's the time. Any strategies I should use against Krang, or should I just keep doing the thing that I did last time? So I saw a speedrunner basically lure Krang to the lower right, like the middle right of the screen, and he's like sandwiched between Krang and the side of the screen. And he just keeps doing the special attack, but I'm not good at the special attack, so I don't know. Thought Data didn't age, which is why he put the white in his hair and all good things. Yeah, the problem with Data is, well, then eventually they came up with these like, and I don't want to spoil anything for Picard, but they came up with these like androids that do kind of like age. I don't know. All right. Speedrun taking a couple intentional deaths versus Krang. Yeah, which I don't know that I want to do. Yeah, you really pretty much just trade blows 1-for-1 with him. So, but yeah, they should just stop bringing Data back and then killing him and whatnot. I'm just going to take my time. I'll take my time with Krang. Unfortunately, he just takes a really long time to kill. Oops, yeah, I need to not do that when he's angry. Nope, that was a bad idea. Okay. I feel like you should get a point for every blow you get on Krang. He's just a tank. Nope. Why did I do that? Okay, fine. Yep, alright, fine. I was gonna lose at least one life to this guy. Let's just make it one life though, please. What a jerk. Timing. He's really angry. Nope. This is not good. Oh no. Okay. Don't like this. Oh, he's flashing. My palms are so sweaty right now. Gross. Okay. Here we go. Shredder time. did it! We did it! Oh my god. Whew. Oh my god. Whew. Thank you. Oh boy. That is basically like one of the speedrun techniques that I saw. This is a bad picture, but okay. Whew. Alrighty. Thank you guys. Let's see. Hold on. Go back here. Shredder's healthcare policies are sensible. Oh, I should get a picture of this one. What the heck? I have the wrong thing on here. What is going on with this camera? This isn't going to look good. It's okay. I can't adjust this properly. Oh, I see the problem here. Well, whatever. Just a bad picture, I guess. Oh, the ISO's way down. There we go. Way up. Picture of that. Whew, okay. Mr. M called it. Madison Power. Thumb says I did his studies. It's called Tactics. Thank you. Yeah, the speedrunner techniques. He's doing it. He's doing it. A rat taught him this. Oh my god. Megadan, yeah, that's game. See, the problem is you may not end up with Shredder, like the real Shredder, when you pin him against the wall like that. Hey, what up, John? How are you? This is good cheese. Yes. This is when the cheese shreds Shredder. Thank you, Captain Algebra. Thank you, everyone. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Nalde. Oh my god. Woo! We did it! Oh my god. Can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm sharing all the GGs. Thank you for all the GGs. Matt Van Zeeland, thank you. Hello. Woo! Oh my gosh. I was so nervous. I was so nervous. Hold on a second here. All is right in the world again. I really hate that the Turtles games do this game over thing after you finish the game. Vaporized to milk shape. Thank you, GW. Now the NDR. I'm gonna leave that one to you and Megadan, I think. You can use that strat and fill your notes from messages straight with the trash. The problem is I can't consistently get through Krang unless I willfully sacrifice some lives, and I'm not sure I can even do it. Speedrunning isn't as bad as some people would say. 2 dudes coded this. 2 speed swaps for Shredder. That one on the left and a slightly different spot on the right. I tried to get him over on the right, but it wasn't cooperating, so then I went over to the left. And I think there is a... I don't know how to tell which Shredder is the real one until you knock off the helmet. So it's possible I would have pinned down the wrong one, but that happened to work. A shocking victory. Yeah. Yay! Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mazin. Team NT3 after this. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm probably not going to stream that one like immediately. Thank you, Showed. For May, for spring, I've been trying to finish games that I have been working on or had played in the past that I intended to finish, and this was on my list. I thought I'd knock it out sooner than this, but Team NT. I played that one offline and finished that one. I probably will play Team NT3 some other time. The real one is the one that's not a British guy. Thank you. No, this was a really bad run up until the end. Like, it was just really sloppy. Definitely, I've had better runs leading up to Krang, but fortunately, they give you continues, and I got through Krang with a life and some spare health, so that was good. Because I gained an extra life on the second run through the Technodrome. Yeah, Team NT3's better though. Yeah, no, I will play it. What's on the list? I mean, I've got a bunch of games that I want to finish. I still have to go back to finish Superman on NES. I have a password for like close to the end of the game. And but let me see, what else did I have on my list of games? There's a bunch of things that I was kind of close to the end on, or that I just wanted to get back to. I think I have them on here. Let's see here. I mean, I could go back to Terror of Hemosaurus, which is on the Switch, and Giga Bash, which is on PC. There's Air Fortress, which I'm not actually close to the end of finishing at all. Like, there's a bunch of games that I just want to get back to that I'm not really close to the end of. Like Bucky O'Hare, I'd have to completely learn that game. Codename Viper, these are all games that are going to take forever. Like, it's not like I have a save file towards the end of the game or a password or something like that. I was thinking about Castlevania 2, maybe, but again, I'd be probably starting that one over again from the beginning. Like Rolling Thunder. I could go back to Batman the Brave and the Bold on the Wii, which is really I just have to power through like 2 more stages, so I might just finish that one. That would be kind of chill to play through. I still want to finish Ghostbusters on Genesis, but again, that's still like quite a bit of learning and practicing. I have maps for the stages, but it's a tough game. Biomiracle A Bokota Upa I do want to finish, but that one I'd have to start over again, pretty sure. Hello Kitty World I could probably do in a stream. I could probably do Hello Kitty World in a stream. I finished Balloon Kid recently, so... Silkworm I want to go back to. I can cross Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 off the list. I want to do Alien Isolation DLC. That could be fun. Shatterhand, I got close to the end, but I haven't finished it. But again, I don't know how long it'll take me to master the end of that. And I've got like a bunch of others. So there's a few options. There's some that I know I could do in 1 or 2 streams if I had to, and then a bunch that I don't know how long it would take me to get through them all. But there's a bunch of games that I want to get back to. There's probably many more games that I want to get back to. Good, bad. You're the guy with the win. Nice. Is that Evil Dead 2? Evil Dead... No, that's Army of Darkness, right? Turned into a great one because I beat it. Superman 64. No. I actually do want to finish that at some point, but that's going to be a slog. Yeah, that one was a really late NES release, Eldina, and I didn't know about it until I found it at Funkoland in college. So, I'm going to mute this. And I picked it up, but I just never got very far in it. Air Fortress is a bit long, yeah. Only I would choose Superman 3. Well, Team NT3 isn't one that I've played through that I'd want to necessarily finish. I could do Battletoads Double Dragon. I didn't stream that one though. I played it a bit when I first got it in college, and I do want to finish it, but I haven't gotten very far in it. Shatterhand. Slim Nim, hello. I can do it. I did it. I did the thing. I don't think that was Dark Knight unless they were ripping off Army of Darkness. Yeah, Battletoads Double Dragon. I got, when I played it, the last time I played it, which was probably like 30 years ago, maybe? I only got as far as like the Solar Jetman ripoff stage. Yeah. Goody little two shoes, goody little two shoes. Yeah. Shop smart, shop as smart. Yeah. Love that movie. Alrighty. Well, it's almost midnight. I can probably just call it. Unless you guys want me to play something else for a little bit. I don't have my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 cartridge nearby. I'd have to run downstairs and like find it. But I have my EverDrive nearby. If you guys want me to put some Team NT3 in, I could try it, I guess. Or we could play something else. It's done. Did it. It's done. Yes. Thank you all again so much for hanging out. Sticking with it for all this time. Close to midnight, something evil is lurking in the dark. You start to scream. Hey Joel, thank you, no problem. I hope you had a good vacation. Thank you so much. Go beat Matherbrain. That's true. That's true, Mazin. I appreciate that. You missed out on so many Mega Man games. Worth it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I wish Zombie was here. Zombie was very encouraging and saying that I should try to finish it up as well. Clash of Demon Head is on my list. I do want to finish that one at some point as well. I can beat Mario 1 in 13 minutes. Yeah, maybe. What should we play? Or you're suggesting I should play Clash of Demon Head. I don't remember much about Clash of Demon Head. I do want to finish it. That seems like a game I need to learn as well. Could look at the Japanese TMNT2 to see how different it is. It's not really too different. I think the enemies are a little easier as well. Like I think they all take like 3 hits of damage instead of 4, something like that. Battletoad Double Dragon or Call It for the Night. You know, I could play Battletoads Double Dragon. I don't have my my cartridges downstairs for that one as well, but I can play it on this thing if you want. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll play some Battletoads Double Dragon. I haven't played that in a long time. Chum Nasty, hello. Why not? Why not? I have been kind of on a beat 'em up kick for a while. I played Double Dragon on Game Boy not too long ago, and so I don't have the game music on. We'll just play this for a little bit. Sure, why not? Rygar was fun. I finished that one in a stream. It was a long stream, like 4 hours, I think, but I finished that one. Batman Returns is a very good beat 'em up on the NES, for sure. I finished that one last Christmas, I think. Could the Turtles beat the Battletoads? I bet. Probably. Alright, let's see how we do in this. Alright. Do I want the Double Dragon guy or a Battletoads guy? I guess I'll get a Battletoad. The Bouncer. I have been trying to finish Battletoads on Game Boy, actually. I could put that in. Bobo. So yeah, I do have this cartridge from Funkoland back in the day. I remember these Double Dragon mechanics, like, weirded me out a bit when I played this. I did not have a lot of experience with with Double Dragon. So at least at the time, you know, aside from what I had played as a kid. Now I have finished Double Dragon on the NES. Yeah, Bowling Blood, how are you? Whoops. We just took it out. And I have finished Battletoads, whoops, as a kid, but I don't have it on stream yet. How you doing, Boiling Blood? The Code of the Dragon. I already lost a life. Really? I forgot I can just grab them. Oh, this thing. Oh, thanks. Did bar trivia. That's cool. You like all the different versions of this game? Should watch the Double Dragon cartoon. 2 1-ups in the first stage, yeah. It's the Prince of Persia protagonist. Hey, now. I do love the cartoony reactions. It looks a little off model here. I guess he's in Battletoads style. Whoopsie. Huh, okay. Yeah, right? Oh, you got every port of this? Nice. There's a Game Boy one too, right? Was this on Game Boy? Yeah, I gotta finish that Game Boy game. It's just health, right? Nah, that's no good. Thank you. Ha, that's cute. People say the NES version is actually better. I like the graphics in the NES version more. Have I played the arcade Battletoads, the arcade game? Yes. Feeding many tokens, like like free play essentially, like played it on emulation. And that game is just rude. That game is just rude. It feels kind of like broken and incomplete, but also it's like just quarter muncher, super hard, but it's beautiful. Like it's really cool to watch it's a spectacle, The reason to play that game is to just look at all the graphics and everything in it. I have to throw that back at you, don't I? I missed. That's pretty cool. You're just gonna keep throwing them out here, huh? Oops, nope, get away. Cool. Yeah, that's a tough game. Oh, no, thank you. I'll take that. Thank you. This game's giving away 1-ups like candy. What? How do I... What? Do I climb this? Oh. Didn't know that was a ladder. Not actually sure what the points are for, but okay. Can I go up here? No, there's nothing up there. It's nice of them to take their time, like they just wait their turn before they attack you. What the? For every 1,000 points, there's a 1-up? Okay, that's good to know. Sure there's better quality goons. Synchrobox. It's good to know, thank you. What the? They really do just wait their turn. I don't like getting stuck on the ladders, though. Yeah, that's the one I got. That's as far as I've gotten in this game. Back in college when I played it, having played a little bit of Solar Jetman at the time, it seemed wrong to like have the game mechanics from a completely different game that's difficult to master be an entire stage in this. You know, I'm gonna go up here and grab this thing. What is that? So I'm not sure what that is. Still going, huh? Oh, isn't that the invincibility thing? Yeah, I'll take that. Thanks. I'm not even sure how that got in there, but okay. Oh no. I don't have this one memorized. Like the NES one. Like the first game, rather. This is on NES, of course. Yeah, let's have more speed bikes. Why not? A little slower, though. That's a little weird. The way it's, Hey! The way those things were scrolling was a little confusing to me. This is like Renegade. Okay, that's not cool. Oh, what? Oh, come on. No, no. Why? Why? Oh my god. Great big blag. Fight, do you think? Oof. What? Jerk. Yeah, I think I agree with the Eldiner. This feels a little bit off. Splinter. Oh no. Ropes and Roper. Oh no. This isn't going to be good. No, I don't think this game has, like, warp zones. I can't steal their way. Oh my god. That's horrible. Oh my god. That's not right. So brutal. Oh. I should have known that thing was going to come down. Ugh. What? Was I supposed to hit a... okay. Was I supposed to hit, like, a... make a rope appear? Maybe I need one of their whips. Didn't you know Chibi Richard thought this game was so edgy? Parallax is very good. Yeah, first Battletoads is easier in Japan. Oop, what? I saw that again. One of my weaknesses in games is, like, stuff on the ceiling. Like chandeliers and things in Castlevania games. Like, I'm just really not good at noticing them. So do I have to hit, like... Oh, see? I didn't know I had to do that. Should have been automatic. Oh, I hate the Wookiee hole in the first game. Can I get one-ups in this one, too? I don't know. Can I do the little thing? Oh, yeah, I can still do that. Okay. Oh, is that it? Alright. Oh, zombie! Yeah, I was saying, I was wishing that you were there because you had encouraged me. But yes, we did it. And thank you for the encouragement. Mega Man games were worse about things dropping from the ceiling. True. True, LDP. I have to go over here, though, right? Okay. I don't like the sound it makes when he grabs her hair. It's really, really unfortunate. Oh, I'm stuck on the side here. Oh, that's great. Oh, no, no, no. I don't like that. No. That doesn't make sense. Why? Why would I not be able to control the... There's a lesser known third Double Dragon brother. I just need to play the River City Girls games. I have them. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, these things, no. What the heck? Well, like something bad's gonna happen. What? Sounds like a super Linda. She's like, you go ahead, I'll wait. Yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of variety, but it feels like they're just kind of checking off a box here. What? Oh, no. Don't like that. Who put these mashers here? What? Oh, come on. Why is that one so hard to beat? Oh. Oh. Gross. Oh, thanks, zombie. Oh, let me continue from 3-2, huh? That's nice. And I get my one up. Okay. They're like the ultimate team up. Is this like a boss? I think I have to just get close to them and grab them. Oof. LVP. Bye. Okay. They're not waiting their turn. It's funny. Maybe they're learning. This one, these ones, you can't jump to grab them by the hair. Ooh, that's sneaky. I don't like that you can't drop off of that thing. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, that's oh, I thought that was dead. No, I'm dead. Okay. Well, now I'm gonna have to play this next week because now it's a game I need to complete. Oh, thanks. Now you want a Pringles? Okay. Game has a fully functioning AI system. And Eldiner's really down on this game for some reason. It's fine. Is there a thing here? What am I doing here? Oh, I have to grab onto that. Okay, there's something. Oh, jeez. Okay, I have to pull my little froggy legs up. Whoop. Oh, that's great. Oh, we got a little Medusa action going on here. At least when they zap you, they don't knock you off of the fall. I pressed down by accident and fell. So that was great. That was my mistake there. Oh my god. Just gotta learn this nonsense. Oh boy, okay. Oh, I have to get over to the lever. Alright, this is fine. Last continue. It does seem more forgiving than Battletoads. I think once you learn these little tricks. Yeah, if it was Battletoads, it would have been a one-hit kill for sure. The electricity would zap you, and you would fall off of the railing. Platoon on NES. Oh no. Platoon is the worst NES game? I don't think so. I played a little bit of Platoon. It was okay. It's doing some interesting things anyway. Those things would be one-hit kills too, I'm pretty sure. Battletoads is a great game to play when you have, it's the only new game that you have for 3 months, 3 to 6 months, and you just keep beating your head up against it. Only reason I beat that game. One of the most frustrating gaming experiences of my life is that Klinger Winger stage as a kid. Klinger Winger and that freaking elevator, the turbo, whatever, where you're like rat race, I guess. Oh man. Whoops. That rat race is really bad. Like, you have to not keep bumping the rat back so that it has to like repeat the level, and the timing on that stage is so tight. Really, really rough. What an NES make of No More Heroes. I should finish No More Heroes at some point as well, but that is a tough, that's a tough one. Not sure how to dodge this. Yeah, great. Well, I was trying to... I don't know what I was trying to do there. Fine. 3-3. Oh, no. This is probably the end. I don't remember any of this. Oh, yeah, conveyor belt. Great. Never played the NES X. Oh, no, that's a bad game. No, don't do it, Eldiner. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Good night, Ace. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Wookie whole light. Not good. Oh, come on. Oh, what? I guess I'm supposed to just let that carry me through. Okay. This is gonna be bad, right? What? Oh, God. Oh, come on. What? What the heck? Oh, the trolling. The trolling. It feels very Battletoads. Anyway. You feel like they make Tesla there? Yeah. Thanks for the GG. So be it. So be it. Yeah. Thank you so much. I gotta get to bed, I guess. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, folks. I hope you have a good rest of the week. Tomorrow morning, I think Comic Man is playing more Zelda. Great One North is playing Fatal Frame. Maiden of the Dark Water tomorrow night? Is that the one you're playing? Konami Code Time, yeah. Garbage shoot. Mazin is playing some more of Tron Bond, finishing up Mega May. Omega Ace is playing 007, I think, Final Light, is that what it's called? On Friday night. I think Captain Alge was streaming on Friday night as well. Oh, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, okay. It's a PS4 one, right? Thank you, Eldiner. Felt good to finish up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, too. Yeah, thank you so much. I don't remember what Captain Alge was playing on Friday. I do have Metroid Prime on the schedule for Sunday night, and I will probably try to do it. But I have to kind of look to see how I'm doing with my book deadline. Thank you, Chum Nasty. Hope you're doing well. All right, take care, everyone. Have a good night. Have a good rest of the week, and I'll catch you later. Thanks again. Bye.